Hey, what's up? Just want to give you guys a quick update on my Nikon P1000 lighthouse observations. It's Tuesday morning around 10 a.m. and I'm just out here watching buildings appear from the top down. That's what it's come to with observation horizons. Aristotle, one of his 4 major proofs, we live on a spinning ball. For Aristotle was that ships disappear bottom first after they go out into the horizon. That was a big proof. And well, the problem with the horizon and trusting anything you see on the horizon is that there's so many fascinating effects taking place. See these buildings? Watch what happens. Alright, I'm going to flip through. There's a few gaps in between, but watch what happens to the bottom of the buildings. Where the buildings at the bottom appear to meet the water, watch as I flip through what happens. Starting to notice a change down there. Will the buildings meet the water? Starting to notice something? Uh-oh. Wow. Are those buildings floating? What is going on? Look at that. Look at that. They're disappearing. Of course, it's in reverse. I'm going back through the photos. So right now they're disappearing bottom up. But as the morning progressed, they were disappearing they were appearing from top to bottom behind that inverted mirror right there. And then they slowly fills up. And so I'll be doing more structured videos and presentations on all of these observations. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. I'm working on a super elaborate, it's gonna be like 15, probably gonna be like 20 minutes long. Probably gonna be 20 minutes long. Just out here, like a big, fully edited, properly edited a presentation video with all the observations I've been making over the last month. And the moral of the story so far is that we got bad news for Aristotle and one of his 4 major proofs: we live on a ball. And the bad news is that what you see optically on the horizon is subject to so many fascinating things that letting your eyesight alone be the evidence that you live on a ball is absurd. And let's not forget that before Aristotle came Pythagoras, who said we live on a, I mean, as far as my brief research on this specific topic, it turns out that Pythagoras was basically, I mean, I think the mainstream history says he was the first to conceive that we live on a spinning ball, or that we live on a ball. He was the first to conceive it, at least one of the first. And it turns out that Pythagoras thought that, because his homeboy Homer at the time, Homer thought we lived on a flat disc. But Pythagoras is like, nah, we live on a sphere. You want to know what his reasoning for? What Pythagoras, the man who apparently conceived the globe, who first came up with the notion, at least in recorded history, you want to know what his reasoning was for why he thought we lived on a sphere? His reasoning was that he thought that the sphere was the most beautiful, perfect shape. And so he reasoned that if the gods were the gods, plural, he reasoned that the gods, if they were going to make our earth any shape, it would have to be the perfect, beautiful shape of a sphere. So that's right, atheist tard bags. Your little pro-science globe model was first conceived, at least in modern history, modern recorded history, by a guy who thought it would be a sphere because the gods, not even one god, but the gods would only make Earth on a beautiful and perfect shape. So that's that's from Wikipedia, and it might have a mainstream citation for that. You can trust it if you want or not. But that is apparently the consensus right now in the mainstream. So there you go. That's your scientific sphere. Your scientific globe came out of some guy who believed in multiple gods. So this is what we're dealing with, guys. See you later.